Hello, this is my laryngeal model. Okay, so I'll just expedite this. This is the the hyoid bone. This is the thyrohyoid membrane. I know this is not necessary to be included, but I thought it might be helpful in seeing where the superior laryngeal nerve kind of plays into the whole model. So obviously this is the thyroid. Cricoid, as we know, is a signet ring around. So these muscles right here represent the cricothyroid muscles, and obviously it plays a role in having the thyroid rock. And then in terms of the nerves right here, this is again the superior laryngeal nerve. It originates in the vagus and it innervades the cricothyroid muscles of the larynx. Interesting fact is that the internal portion is delivers sensory information, and then the recurrent laryngeal nerve. This is the external or the extrinsic. This is the internal, and then down here is the recurrent laryngeal nerve. And the recurrent laryngeal nerve originates in the vagus and innervates all muscles of the larynx, and then it also provides sensory information from below the vocal folds. So I'm going to flip over to the back. This is the epiglottis. Obviously you can see from the front, but it lays over the larynx when we are swallowing, so that we protect the vocal folds and the airway and all that good stuff. So that's that. If we look inside, if we look right here, we will see the posterior cricoarytenoids right here. This is just the pair of them. And then obviously right above this is the inner arytenoids, and it's kind of an X shape, as you see. And if we look inside, these little pink muscles right here are called the lateral cricoarytenoid muscles. And this black tape, it's a little hard to see, but if you see this black tape right here, that part is the thyroarytenoid muscles. So that's that. Yep, and I just want to make sure that for the interarytenoid muscles, I said inter and not inner. I made that mistake once and try not to make it again. It's the interarytenoid muscles. Okay, so two joints that I'd like to call your attention to, which are the cricothyroid right here. And it helps that thyroid be mobile so that it can flex the vocal folds back and forth. And the other one that I'd like to call attention to is the cricoarytenoid. So this is the cricothyroid, this is the cricoarytenoid joint right here. And obviously these arytenoids, there are two of them. They have their corniculate cartilages on top, and the cricoarytenoid joint helps the arytenoids both come together and come kind of in, rock in, and a little bit down as well. And then I'd like to focus on the vocal folds for just a moment. So the vocal folds, if you look right here, this is the anterior commissure right here. As you can see, they kind of come together right there. That will be important later in my hand model. But essentially, the wider the vocal folds, or the more the airflow, so increased airflow is increased amplitude. So that's how the airflow through the vocal folds affects amplitude. And then in terms of pitch, the tighter and kind of further together the vocal folds are, the higher the pitch. So right, because these are looser. You see how the thyroid is rocking back and forth to make them tighter or looser. That's not the correct terminology, but basically the kind of closer they are and tighter, the higher the pitch. So I believe that is it for this model. And then in terms of the hand model, if these are our vocal folds, obviously these are the arytenoids. I like to think of my thumbnails as the corniculate cartilages, and essentially they're adducted right now, right? And so there's no airflow happening, but this is the inferior and superior, and what happens is not this, right? It's the inferior to superior. The subglottal pressure builds up down here when we want to phonate, and basically it opens from inferior to superior and then back to inferior. So, and then obviously, as I said, this is the anterior commissure right here, my fingers touching. So it's kind of set back in the larynx like that. Anyway, that is what I have for you. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to voice. Thank you for your time. Bye.